Hey guys, this is Angel and this is Wiccan 101. I'm doing this video today because I talked to my sister yesterday and she didn't quite understand some of the things that I was explaining to her, telling to her, talking to her about. So I thought I'd do a little bit about what I was already telling her. So also she wasn't quite sure how spells worked and things like that, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about spells. The basis of Wicca is that they worship dual gods, a goddess and a god. They deal with Mother Earth and the elements, earth, wind, fire, water, and the human spirit. Now there are three branches in Wicca, or Wiccan tradition: Gardnerian, Alexandrian, and Dianic traditions. Gardnerian and Alexandrian are a bit the same. They all stem from the Gardnerian tradition, except for really the Dianic tradition. But the main difference between a Gardnerian and Alexandrian is their worship system of the gods, of the goddess and the god. Gardnerian was started by Gerald Gardner, which actually he wasn't the actual starter of Gardnerianism. It was coined by Robert Cochrane, someone that followed in about the same groups that he did, who, off of his teachings and stuff like that, decided to coin the term Gardnerian after his last name, Gardner. In the Gardnerian tradition, the Wheel of the Year and the god and the goddess are thought to live in this sort of way. The god dies midsummer and is reborn on the winter solstice, and the goddess lives about all year long. Now for Alexandrian, this was coined after Alex Sanders and his wife Maxine by their friend Stuart Farrar. Their belief in the god and the goddess and the worship of the god and the goddess is that the Holly King was dying and the Oak King was born and kills the Holly King. The Oak King then takes and impregnates the goddess, and by midsummer, at her, the Oak King is at his peak and the goddess is in her mother phase. The Oak King's powers then start to wane and the Holly King is reborn and kills the Oak King, and the goddess goes into her crone phase. So that's about the two differences on how they worship the god and the goddess, what they believe happened within the god and the goddess between those two traditions. Now the Dianic tradition started in the 1970s by Susanna Budapest. It's an all-female tradition that focuses on supremacy of the goddess. So it's pretty much a monotheistic religion. It also focuses on the oppression and the injustices of women, and they show great emotional support towards each other. Other branches are eclectic tradition, Celtic Wicca and Druid, and the Norse tradition. Excuse me, I'm reading off of notes because I would have lost myself within all this. Now that's about it on the basics of what Wicca and the branches are in the traditions of Wiccan and the religion. So now let's talk about spells for a minute. I was reading in a book and they refer to spells as types of prayers, and like Christian prayers, I'm guessing that's what they're referring to them as, which I see that. I see using candles, oils, incense, and words. You are using those things to put intention into a hopeful outcome in your life. Kind of like if you're praying to a god about something that you want to happen in your life, you're doing a spell that you want for something to happen in your life. Spells and rituals are certain ways you practice your faith, I believe. I think that doing a ritual for Yule or for Samhain or Samhain, then it's the same thing as the rituals that they do for Halloween and Christmas. A little kind of to show you an example is if you're looking for more work hours at your workplace, in the Christian religion you would pray for them. You would pray, please give me more work hours, please bring more days for me to be healthy to work, things like that. Or you could do a financial spell in the Wiccan faith or a prosperity spell and ask for better financial standing, which brings you more hours at work. This was just a little bit of tidbits. Like I said, I am still learning. I am still looking and studying this faith and this practice right now. But the places that I did find this information was a book called Wicca, Finding Your Path by Lisa Chamberlain. And I got that on my Amazon Kindle on my phone. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed these little tidbits. I hope they got through to you. I hope you understood what I was saying and it wasn't too mumbled, because I am having a little bit of trouble with getting these videos out to you guys. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment or leave a question in the comment box, and have a blessed day. Blessed be.